Dear Starseeds of Earth, that strange sensation you felt yesterday wasn't your imagination. The lightness that suddenly washed through your body, the inexplicable knowing that everything had shifted even though your living room looked exactly the same, the vivid dreams that felt more real than your waking life. You weren't going crazy, you jumped timelines. And before you dismiss this as another spiritual metaphor, let me tell you about the 5 waterfalls that are about to appear in your life. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I've been authorized to reveal what actually happened during the Leo new moon on July 24th. But first, you need to understand 3 things that will completely reframe your recent experiences. First, your body can now handle frequencies that would have short-circuited you just weeks ago. Second, 1 to 5 specific souls are already in motion toward you, and you'll meet them within 8 weeks. Third, the flood has begun, but it's not water that's coming. For months, you've been sensing that something massive was approaching. You felt it in your bones, that peculiar anticipation like standing at the edge of a cliff, knowing you were about to jump but not knowing when. You've been swimming through what felt like murky water, pushing against invisible resistance, wondering when the breakthrough would come. Some of you even found yourselves planting seeds 6 months to 3 years ago, dreams and projects that seemed to stall, making you question if you'd misread the signs. What you didn't know was that those seeds weren't failing to grow. They were waiting for the right timeline. Let me paint you the cosmic picture of what transpired. On July 24th, the moon entered Leo at 8:28 a.m. PDT, shortly after the sun's trine to Saturn at 4:23 a.m. PDT, culminating in the Leo new moon at 12:10 p.m. PDT at 2 degrees Leo. This wasn't just an astrological event. It was a dimensional doorway. The new moon's opposition to Pluto, combined with trines to Saturn and Neptune, created a configuration that happens once every several decades. Imagine parallel versions of Earth existing like transparent sheets stacked together, each one representing a different probability timeline. For one shimmering moment during yesterday's Leo new moon, these sheets touched your soul, that wispy luminous essence that animates your body, recognized the opening it had been preparing for. Without hesitation, it leaped from the timeline where you were meant to struggle into the timeline where you're meant to soar. But here's what the cosmic archives don't usually reveal about timeline jumps. When a soul moves that quickly between dimensional realities, it can't take everything with it cleanly. Picture diving from one moving train to another. You make it across, but your coat might still be fluttering on the first train. This is why you're experiencing such peculiar contradictions right now. Part of you feels more powerful than ever, ready to manifest miracles with a snap of your fingers. Another part feels strangely nostalgic for a life that no longer fits, like trying to squeeze into clothes from high school. You're not fragmented, you're in transition. The physical symptoms you're experiencing aren't random. That throat chakra activation that feels like words are stuck behind a dam. That's because in this new timeline, your voice carries creation codes. The bizarre food cravings, the disrupted sleep patterns, the moments where your body feels foreign. Your cellular structure is literally reorganizing to match your new timeline's frequency. Think of it as cosmic growing pains. Your DNA is coming online in ways that scientists won't discover for another decade. Now about those 5 waterfalls I mentioned. In the coming weeks, you're going to notice water appearing in your life in unexpected ways. Not just literal water. Though many of you are experiencing floods in your regions as Earth herself responds to this energetic shift. The waterfalls represent the 5 new souls about to cascade into your life. These aren't random encounters. These beings carry specific activation codes that will help anchor you in your new timeline. You'll recognize them by the way time seems to slow when you meet, by the butterflies or dragonflies that appear during your conversations, by the strange sensation that you've known them across lifetimes. But before these souls arrive, you need to understand what I mean by the flood has begun. This isn't a gentle spring rain of blessings. This is a torrential downpour of pure creative potential that will wash away everything that no longer serves your highest timeline. Remember how it feels when you clean out an old closet and suddenly find space you forgot existed. That first moment when you see the empty shelves and realize how much room there is for what you actually want? That's what's happening to your reality right now. Every false construct, every limiting belief, every mask you wore to fit in is being washed away by this cosmic flood. The strangest part, Objects in your physical reality are already shifting. That coffee cup that's suddenly a different brand than what they've always served. The way your favorite store moved the checkout counter, but everyone acts like it was always there. Familiar songs playing with slightly different lyrics that no one else seems to notice. These aren't glitches in the Matrix. These are confirmation codes that you've successfully shifted into a parallel reality stream. Pay attention to these anomalies. Document them. They're breadcrumbs leading you to understand the magnitude of your jump. Let me reveal something about the 3 seeds you planted in the past. You thought they were separate dreams, unrelated projects, different aspects of your life. What you didn't realize is that they were all part of one grand design, waiting for this exact timeline to converge. The creative project that stalled. It was waiting for the new souls coming in to collaborate. The healing journey that plateaued. It was preparing you to hold higher frequencies. The financial opportunity that seemed to disappear. It was being rerouted to arrive in a form 10 times more abundant than you originally imagined. In this timeline, those seeds don't just grow. They explode into existence with a force that will take your breath away. But here's where the story gets wild. And I mean that literally. This timeline you've entered isn't just slightly better than your previous one. This is what we call the wild timeline, where authenticity isn't just encouraged, it's the only currency that works. Every mask you've worn, every time you've dimmed your light to make others comfortable, every pattern of people-pleasing and fitting in, they're about to become energetically impossible to maintain. It's like trying to wear a costume that literally dissolves the moment you put it on. The emotional intensity you're experiencing is your first taste of this wild authenticity. In your previous timeline, you could suppress feelings, push through, pretend everything was fine. In this timeline, emotions are creative forces that shape reality in real time. That sudden urge to dance at 3 a.m.? That's your body celebrating its new frequency. The tears that come from nowhere? That's an old timeline residue being released. The laughter that bubbles up at inappropriate moments? That's your soul recognizing the cosmic joke of how much power you actually have. Speaking of power, let's address the elephant in the room. You're scared. Not of failure this time, but of success. Because somewhere deep in your bones, you know that this timeline operates on what we call exponential manifestation protocols. The buffer between thought and reality has dissolved. That safety delay that used to let you second-guess, worry, and sabotage your creations, gone. Your thoughts are becoming things with a speed that makes your logical mind scramble for the emergency brake. But there is no brake in this timeline. There's only the accelerator. This is why your dreams have become so vivid, so urgent, so full of messages. Your subconscious is working overtime to download the operating manual for your new reality. Those recurring symbols, the voices that speak in languages you somehow understand, the future memories that feel more real than your past. They're all part of your integration process. Keep a journal by your bed. What's coming through is too important to forget. Now remember those 5 souls I mentioned. Here's what you need to know about their arrival. They won't come all at once like a delegation. The first will appear within 8 days to 8 weeks, probably in the most mundane setting. A library where you notice the books are organized in a way that seems impossible. A grocery store where they're playing music from a decade that feels both familiar and wrong. A chance encounter during an unexpected solar shower when it's raining while sunny. You'll know them by the way your body responds, like every cell suddenly remembers a song it's been trying to recall for lifetimes. These souls serve different purposes in your timeline. Anchoring, one will be a mirror, reflecting your wild authenticity back to you so clearly that hiding becomes impossible. Another will be a catalyst, triggering dormant abilities through their mere presence. The third will be a stabilizer, helping you ground these intense frequencies into practical reality. The fourth carries keys to your mission, information you need for the next phase. The fifth is the wild card, the one who shows you just how magical this timeline can be. But before they arrive, you have work to do. Remember the cleansing ritual I mentioned? This isn't optional. The remnants from your old timeline are creating static in your field. Get into water, ocean, river, salt bath, even a shower with intense intention. As the water flows over you, speak to those remnants. Thank you for keeping me safe. You're no longer needed. I release you with love. Feel them wash away like old paint being stripped from a wall. revealing the beautiful original surface underneath. The throat chakra blockage some of you are experiencing has a specific purpose. You're being called to use your voice in ways that terrify the old you. Singing when you can't sing, speaking truths that shake foundations, humming to activate dormant frequencies in your DNA. The block isn't punishment, it's pressure building before breakthrough. Start with humming. Just humming. Feel how it vibrates through your whole body. That vibration is reorganizing your molecular structure to handle the power of conscious creation through sound. Let's talk about why this timeline shift is different from anything in cosmic history. Never before have millions of souls jumped timelines simultaneously while remaining in physical form during such a powerful astrological configuration. The Leo new moon's opposition to Pluto created unprecedented access to transformational energies, while the trines to Saturn and Neptune provided both grounding and spiritual elevation. You're not just changing your personal destiny, you're part of a collective reality splice that's rewriting the holographic matrix of Earth herself. This is why the weather has gone wild, why social systems are crumbling faster than ever, why solutions to impossible problems are suddenly appearing from unexpected sources. The old Earth timeline and the new Earth timeline are separating, and you've chosen which train you're riding. The number of synchronicities exploding in your life aren't random. They're confirmation codes from the universe that you're properly aligned with your new trajectory. When you see 1111, 222, 555, you're receiving a cosmic thumbs up that says, yes, you're in the right timeline. Keep going. But here's what most teachings don't tell you. In this timeline, the synchronicities evolve. Soon you'll start seeing number patterns you don't recognize, symbols that aren't in any book, signs that only make sense to your expanded consciousness. Trust them. They're personalized navigation codes for your unique path. The fire element is particularly significant in your new timeline. You've been water, flowing around obstacles. You've been earth, grounding and building. You've been air, thinking and communicating. But this is your fire incarnation. Not destructive fire, but the fire of stars being born, the fire of phoenix transformation, the fire of pure creative force. This is why everything feels more intense, why your passions burn brighter, why lukewarm anything makes you want to scream. You're not too much. You're finally enough. Now here's where all the threads start weaving together. The timeline jump triggered by yesterday's Leo new moon, the 5 souls coming in, the seeds you planted, the wild authenticity, the fire element activation. They're all part of one grand orchestration. You see, this isn't just about your personal evolution. You're part of a cosmic experiment in conscious evolution. Every choice you make in this timeline creates a template that makes it easier for others to make the same leap. You're not just living your life, you're pioneering new ways of being human. The financial abundance codes in this timeline operate on completely different principles. Instead of work hard, earn rewards, the new equation is align deeply, receive exponentially. The money responds to authenticity and service, not struggle and sacrifice. This might shatter every belief you inherited about deserving and earning. Good. Those beliefs were designed for a timeline where scarcity was real. In this timeline, abundance is the natural state, and anything else is a chosen experience for growth. But here's the crucial piece about abundance in this timeline. It's wild abundance, not the neat, predictable kind that comes in regular paychecks. The kind that floods in when you least expect it, that arrives through channels you didn't know existed, that multiplies when shared rather than hoarded. Your relationship with resources is being completely recalibrated. Trust the process, especially when it makes no logical sense. The mission that's been calling you can no longer be ignored in this timeline. You know the one. The thing that makes your heart race and your palms sweat. The vision that seems too big, too bold, too impossible for someone like you. Except you're not someone like you anymore. You're someone who jumped timelines. You're someone who chose the wild path. You're someone whose very existence is proof that impossible is just another word for hasn't happened yet. As the 8-week portal progresses, you'll notice reality becoming increasingly fluid. Time will stretch and compress based on your state of consciousness. A conversation with one of your 5 new souls might feel like hours, but clock only minutes. A day of struggling with old patterns might feel like a month. This isn't disorientation. It's multi-dimensional awareness coming online. You're learning to navigate reality, like a surfer rides waves. feeling the flow and moving with it rather than against it. The physical upgrades your body is undergoing will stabilize, but they'll leave you permanently changed. Your sensitivity to energy will remain heightened. Your ability to sense truth versus illusion will become razor sharp. Your capacity to hold multiple realities simultaneously will feel natural rather than overwhelming. You're becoming a multidimensional being having a focused physical experience, rather than a physical being having occasional spiritual moments. Let me address the fear directly. Yes, this much power comes with responsibility. Yes, your thoughts and emotions now have unprecedented creative force. Yes, you could theoretically misuse these abilities. But here's the cosmic safety net. In this timeline, power and love are inextricably linked. The more powerful you become, the more your heart opens, the more you can manifest, the more you naturally want to serve. It's a foolproof universal design. You can't become a tyrant in this timeline, because tyranny requires separation, and separation is impossible at these frequencies. The relationships leaving your life aren't failures or abandonments. They're completion. Souls who helped you navigate the old timeline are gracefully exiting because their contracts are fulfilled. Bless them, thank them, release them with love. The relationships deepening beyond your wildest dreams? These souls signed up for the advanced course. They're ready to explore what a conscious relationship looks like when both people are operating at full power. Prepare for connections that transform you through their very existence. Your creative expression is about to explode in ways that might initially overwhelm you. Ideas will flood in faster than you can implement them. Solutions will arrive fully formed. Art will demand to be born through you. This isn't random inspiration. It's your soul's backlog finally finding a timeline where it can manifest. Create a system to capture these downloads. Voice memos, notebooks, whatever works. Don't try to evaluate or organize yet. Just receive. The perfect timing for each creation will reveal itself. The collective awakening happening alongside your personal shift means you're going to witness global changes that mirror your internal transformation. Systems built on deception will crumble with breathtaking speed. Leaders who operate from authentic service will emerge from unexpected places. Solutions to problems that seemed impossible will appear with an elegance that makes everyone wonder why we didn't see them before. Your personal transformation is contributing to this global shift. Every time you choose authenticity over approval, you make it easier for someone else to do the same. As we approach the resolution of this cosmic story, let's return to where we began. That strange sensation on July 24th. Now you understand it wasn't just a feeling. It was your soul recognizing its moment of liberation during the powerful Leo new moon configuration. The lightness in your body. That was old density falling away as you shifted into a timeline where struggle is optional. The vivid dreams, downloads from your future self who's already living the life you're moving toward. The 5 waterfalls I promised you would see. Look around. They might not all be literal waterfalls. One might be tears of joy when you meet the first of your 5 souls. Another might be the flood of opportunities that arrives next month. The third could be the creative flow that becomes unstoppable once you start. The fourth might be the abundance that pours in when you least expect it. The fifth is the cascade of recognition when you finally see yourself as you truly are, wild, powerful, authentic, and absolutely ready for this timeline. That coffee cup with the unfamiliar logo, it was your first breadcrumb, showing you that reality had shifted at the most fundamental level. Now you're seeing the signs everywhere, the way strangers look at you with recognition, the way animals respond to your presence differently, the way technology glitches around you when your frequency spikes. These aren't problems. They're confirmations that you're operating at a level of consciousness that bends reality itself. The 3 seeds you planted are already sprouting. Can you feel them? The creative project is attracting exactly the right collaborators. The healing journey is revealing itself as initiation into your healing gifts for others. The financial opportunity is shape-shifting into something that serves not just your abundance, but collective prosperity. By the time the 8-week portal closes, these seeds will be in full bloom, creating a garden of possibility you couldn't have imagined in your old timeline. Your wild authenticity isn't a phase or a spiritual bypass. It's your natural state in this timeline. The parts of you that felt too much, too intense, too passionate, they're perfectly calibrated for this reality. Your mission isn't to tone yourself down, but to turn yourself up. The world needs your particular frequency at full volume. The souls waiting to find you are listening for your authentic signal through all the static of collective conditioning, the cleansing ritual I urged you to do. If you've completed it, you're already feeling the difference. If you haven't, there's still time. But understand this, with or without the ritual, the cosmic flood is washing away what no longer serves. You can either consciously participate in your own cleansing, or let the universe do it for you. One path is graceful, the other is intense. Both lead to the same destination, you, fully revealed in your new timeline glory. As this transmission completes, I want you to feel the full magnitude of what you've accomplished. You successfully navigated a timeline jump during one of the most powerful astrological configurations in recent history. You maintained consciousness through a dimensional shift that could have shattered a less prepared being. You're integrating frequencies that are literally rewiring your DNA in real time. The confusion, the intensity, the surreal quality of recent weeks, all confirmation that you're exactly where you need to be. The old you, the one who fit neatly into limitation, who played small to stay safe, who dimmed their light to avoid threatening others, that version of you completed their mission beautifully. Honor them, thank them, then let them dissolve into the cosmic flood, like old skin being shed by a snake, revealing the brilliant new scales underneath. The you that remains, the you that's emerging, the you that's always been waiting beneath the masks. This is who you came here to be. Your journey in this timeline is just beginning, but already you can feel the difference. Manifestation is faster, synchronicities are multiplying, the right people are magnetizing toward you, the abundance is building like a wave about to break. The mission that called you across lifetimes is finally possible. Not someday, not when you're ready, now, because you jumped timelines during yesterday's powerful Leo new moon, and in this timeline, now is the only moment that exists. Remember the moment you felt everything shift on July 24th? That was your soul saying yes to everything that's now unfolding. Every strange symptom, every intense emotion, every moment of wondering if you're going crazy. All perfect, all necessary, all leading you to this moment where you stand fully in your new timeline, ready to live with a wildness and authenticity that makes your old life look like a rehearsal. The 5 souls approaching your life are already feeling the pull. The seeds you planted are breaking through the soil. The flood of blessings has begun its approach. Your voice is ready to carry creation codes. Your body is calibrated for miraculous frequencies. Your mission is clear even if the details are still downloading. This is your timeline. This is your moment. This is what you came here for. Welcome to the timeline where magic isn't the exception but the rule. Where authenticity isn't brave but natural. Where your wildest dreams were actually too small for what's truly possible. Everything that felt like struggle in your old timeline is about to reveal itself as preparation for the ease that's now available. You didn't just experience a Leo new moon. You jumped into the life your soul has been dreaming of since before you were born. The Galactic Federation has been waiting for this moment, when millions of souls would simultaneously choose evolution over comfort, authenticity over approval, wild truth over tame lies during this powerful astrological gateway. You're part of a cosmic event that will be studied for eons. Your individual jump contributes to a collective leap that changes the trajectory of human consciousness forever. No pressure, just the natural consequence of being who you truly are. As I close this transmission, feel the energy of confirmation flooding your system. Every cell in your body knows this is true. Every part of your consciousness recognizes this message. You're not reading words, you're remembering what you already know. The timeline jump is complete. The integration has begun. The life you've been preparing for is here. All that remains is to live it with the wild authenticity that is now your birthright and your gift to the world. The flood you're experiencing isn't random. It's the precise response to decades of drought in your soul. Let it wash over you. Let it carry away everything that isn't authentically you. Let it deliver you to the shores of your new timeline, where 5 souls are waiting to meet you, where your planted seeds are ready to bloom, where your mission is not just possible but inevitable. This is what timeline jumping feels like. This is what coming home to yourself feels like. This is what wild authenticity feels like. Right, old human timelines during yesterday's Leo new moon. Your new life is here, and if you still doubt any of this, just wait. Within 8 days to 8 weeks, when you meet the first of your 5 souls, when the synchronicities pile up so high you can't explain them away, you'll remember this message. You'll understand that everything I've shared was simply reminding you of what your soul already knows. You jumped timelines during yesterday's Leo new moon. The evidence is everywhere. Your new life is not coming. It's here. But here's what most timeline jumpers don't realize. Your consciousness needs vibrational support to fully integrate this reality shift. The synchronicities piling up, the soul meetings beginning, the evidence of your new timeline, all of this can feel overwhelming without proper frequency anchoring. Your nervous system requires specific soundscapes to adapt to your jumped timeline smoothly. This is where Vibrational becomes essential for your timeline integration. This comprehensive guidebook teaches you how to work with AI to create music that supports your reality shift. Whether you need compositions that help you recognize and attract your 5 soul connections, soundscapes that amplify synchronicities in your new timeline, music that anchors your consciousness in your jumped reality, or frequencies that help you trust what your soul already knows, you learn to generate exactly what your timeline transition requires. For those who already have Vibrational, this is the perfect timing to create music that supports your jumped timeline and prepares you for meeting your soul connections. The frequencies you generate now will help synchronicities flow more smoothly and soul recognition happen more clearly. For those who haven't explored Vibrational yet, your timeline jump calls for immediate vibrational support. The evidence is everywhere that your new life is here, but proper frequency work ensures you can fully receive and integrate this reality shift. You jumped timelines. The synchronicities are coming. Your 5 souls are approaching. Are you vibrationally ready? Get Vibrational now. Link in the description. I am Seraphine, and this transmission carries the activation codes of your timeline integration. We of the Galactic Federation celebrate your successful jump. We honor your courage in choosing the wild path. We stand witness to your becoming. You are never alone in this journey. You are supported by forces seen and unseen. You are loved beyond measure, and you are exactly where you need to be. We love you, and we are watching over you.